Greetings and welcome to the Inner Mileage channel. I'm grateful you could be here. My name is Dr. Nana Gyesie, transformational coach here at Inner Mileage, where we help folks transform their lives to their best resonant lives right here, right now. Today, we're uncovering one of the most profound yet misunderstood parts of being an empath, which is the mirror effect. Why your presence often triggers hidden demons in others. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or even casual encounters, empaths have a unique way of reflecting the truth of others back to them. See? But this gift, as powerful as it is, can also make you a target for emotional warfare, toxic dynamics, and narcissistic abuse. We'll explore this from the perspective of science, spirituality, and psychology, and understand this phenomenon, and also delve into the neuroscience of it so we can understand the deeper mechanics of why this happens to you. And most importantly, we'll uncover what it means for your journey as an empath and how you can navigate these challenges while staying true to your purpose. So take a deep breath and settle in. So to ground us, it's important to start off with what is an empath? An empath or empaths are deeply sensitive individuals who can absorb and feel the emotions and energies of others. And empaths have an very innate ability to sense the unspoken truths in a room, feel what's being said and what's not being said. And an empath is not just someone who feels very deeply, they're also mirrors. Imagine standing in front of a clear reflective surface. The mirror doesn't distort, well, from a scientific perspective, you could argue, but you get the general reference that the mirror doesn't distort what it shows. It simply reflects back what's already there. And that's what an empath does. The empath reflects back to others the truth they may not even know they're carrying. And here's a rub. Not everyone is ready to face what they see in your reflection. Do you see? Now, this message is not for everyone. This is specifically for self-identified or people who recognize that they are empaths. So let's go into this mirror effect. See, when you, as an empath, show up in someone's life, you're not just interacting with their surface level self. Your energy goes deeper. It reveals the parts of them that are buried, hidden, or denied. And these could be unresolved traumas, insecurities, or shadow aspects of their personality that they don't want to face. And for someone who's unhealed or carrying significant emotional baggage, this can feel like standing in front of a harsh, unrelenting light. And instead of seeing your empathy as an opportunity to heal, the others may respond with resistance, denial, hostility, or what is also known as compensated feedback. Compensating feedback. Why? Because you represent the truths that they are not ready, willing, or able at this time to confront. So how dare you mirror this back? And all of this happens unconsciously and subconsciously. It's all energetic and vibrational, you see. And this phenomenon isn't just metaphysical, it's also rooted in neuroscience. In fact, our brains contain specialized cells called mirror neurons from a neuroscientific perspective. And these neurons allow us to feel empathy and connect with others. So when you see someone smiling, for example, your mirror neurons light up as though you're smiling too. Empaths, however, have an overreactive mirror neuronic system. And this heightened sensitivity makes us incredibly attuned to others' emotional states. But it also means that you amplify those emotions. So when you interact with someone who has unresolved pain or hidden insecurities, your mirror neurons don't just reflect their feelings, they magnify them. And this amplification can make the person feel exposed, vulnerable, or even attacked, even though you're simply just being your authentic self. So to add more flavor to this, or hot sauce if you may, let's go into this from a quantum perspective, thinking about energy, vibration, and the empath. So at its core, quantum physics reveals that everything in the universe is energy. And all these energies are vibrating at different frequencies. So emotions, thoughts, and even our physical bodies emanate energy. And as an empath, you're tuned to these subtle vibrations like a finely tuned instrument. So when you encounter someone whose energy is low, perhaps because of shame, fear, anger, sadness, whatever low vibrational emotions, your frequency often acts as a disruptor. This is what you do. Think of it as dropping a pebble into still water. The ripples created by your presence disturb their emotional or their perception of their emotional equilibrium. You see? Bringing their hidden stuff to the surface. And in quantum terms, this is called resonance. So your energy is so clear and resonant that it forces others to confront the energetic dissonance. So your resonance creates dissonance within themselves because people are not always resonant. It's very difficult to be resonant because you have to be fully attuned. So this is why people often feel triggered by you. It's not what you're doing, it's what your energy is revealing. So why does this trigger bullies and narcissists? So nowhere is this mirror effect more evident than in your narcissistic relationships or previous narcissistic relationships. So because narcissists are individuals who go to great lengths to suppress their vulnerabilities and insecurities. And their sense of self is often built on external validation rather than inner truth. And when an empath enters your life, it's like holding up a magnifying glass to all the cracks in their carefully constructed facade. So your authenticity, compassion, and emotional depth highlight their emotional shallowness, and your very presence threatens their sense of control and superiority. This is what you do. So as a result, narcissists often respond with what feels like emotional warfare. They may gaslight you, project their insecurities onto you, manipulate you to regain control, etc. And in a professional setting at work, this might look like undermining your contributions, taking credit for your work, or engaging in very covert subterfuge and sabotage. I've experienced this, and I know some of you have. And it's really painful and difficult when it's happening and unfair. So the question is, what does this mean? What does this all mean for the empath? First, it's important to understand that these dynamics are not your fault, my fault, our fault. That you're not to blame for triggering others' inner demons. However, you do have a responsibility to protect your energy. So empaths are natural healers, but you cannot heal others at the expense of yourself. So when you encounter resistance or hostility, it's often a sign that the person is not ready to confront their own shadows. Your job is not to force healing, but to remain a steady, grounded presence, which is why most spiritual masters only work with students who approach them, right? Or students assigned to them. It's not about going around just spreading the word. Here's the good news. It's about who is in resonance with you. And so being aware that unconsciously you may be projecting mirrors where people need healing. So from a neuroscience perspective, again, practices like mindfulness, meditation, and breath work, I've used all of these, can help empaths regulate emotional responses. And these practices strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision making and emotional regulation, allowing you to create healthy boundaries and avoid being overwhelmed by other people's energies. So think of this as an emotional mirror or emotional armor, to be more specific. It doesn't mean you stop caring or feeling deeply. It means you remain compassionate without absorbing the chaos around you. So on an energetic level, raising your own frequency is one of the most effective ways to protect yourself. So practices like gratitude, self-care, and connecting with nature can help you stay aligned with your higher vibration. So the higher your vibration, the harder it is for toxic energies to latch onto you. And quantum physics reminds us that like attracts like. So by maintaining a high frequency state, you naturally repel lower vibrations. Empaths, you're not just a mirror, you're a catalyst for transformation. That's why you have this gift. But remember, not everyone will embrace that awakening. Some will resist it and even project, and some will even attack. Your journey is learning when to hold space and when to step back. If this video resonates with you, like, share, subscribe. Or if it resonates in a way where I can be helpful to you, type transform, book a free session on my website, innermileage.com, or send me a message at nana@innermileage.com. And remember, as an empath, there's absolutely no one like you.